How we doing, everybody? This is Craig, and I'm back with movie number 3 for 2019. And unlike the first two, not an old one that I found on Tubi, brand new movie. Actually, I had to pay to see this, and I don't mind that because I don't have the fancy torrents and Cody's and all that as some others do. But the movie number 3, which you already know from the title, The House That Jack Built with Matt Dillon. This movie, in my opinion, is two separate movies. You got the first 2 hours and 10 minutes, and then you have the last 20 minutes. If it was just the first 2 hours and 10, it would be off the charts. I might give it a 9 something. Because the last part happened, I can't quite go that high. I will tell you, it did a great job of putting on paper, putting on film, a sociopath. It did a great job covering some of the other things like obsessive compulsive disorder. You know, it did introduce sort of schizophrenia too, which it's not unheard of to be schizophrenic and have OCD tendencies, so it's okay. And all that. So it covered the psychology stuff pretty well. So you had personality disorders, you had egosyntonic disorders, you had ego dystonic disorders, and Matt Dillon did a fabulous job of it. And there were various vignettes in this movie. Like, the first vignette with Uma Thurman was great, although, admittedly, she died, you know that from the preview, not a spoiler. I would have killed her too. You gotta, watch it, you would too. I don't care if you're the most pacified of pacifists, although I don't know if that terminology is going to work that way. You would have too, you'll see it. The second vignette with the old woman was so well done with the OCD stuff. The thing with the kids, there were kids and the gun and taxidermy, I'll just say that. So this movie, it was so good. Like, this to me is like the way everyone talked about Hereditary. I didn't get it. I really didn't. I liked parts of Hereditary. I thought the ending, just like this, I thought the ending affected my enjoyment of it. My only thing with Hereditary is I thought it felt the need to preview too much. Like, it felt the need to allude, well, we're going to take the head off the pigeon, then we're going to take the head off somebody else, then we're going to take the head off somebody else. We're going to do this in the room, then we're going to do this in the room. Like, you don't need that. Let's just watch it, because you start, once you pick that up in Hereditary, you're like, oh, I know what's going to happen next, You didn't have that in this movie, thankfully, which is why I liked it as much as I did up to that point. I even didn't mind who he was talking to. You know, and some of the stuff at the end that they tried to do, I actually have a minors in classical studies, so I got it. And it's not like, oh, you just didn't understand. No, I actually did understand. And the only time I'll ever say anything conceited is I kind of was in a position to understand very well because I do have that background. And it still doesn't hit what's supposed to hit. It went further than it had to go. It tried harder than it had to. Like, if it ended in the freezer, if it ended in the sewer, just the sewer, cool, wow, deep movie. With that some, but the way it did what it did, I think if you'll see it, you might agree. Maybe you won't. Maybe you loved the classical studies element of it. I didn't because they mismatched too many different concepts, and you know you can watch that and see. But overall, of the movies I've seen so far this year, it does get the highest rating. Which there's only been 3 movies so far, but we will give the house that Jack built does get a 8.25 for me, and it's a 2018 movie, so you know so far this year I haven't seen any 2019 releases, but you know it would have been a strong contender for top movies of the year if I had seen it. It would have definitely made my top 10 of 2018 if I had seen it in 2018. It probably would have bumped. I don't know. It definitely would bump something off the list. Probably would bump Territory off the list as much as I liked it. Territory 2 as much as I liked it. But, as always, if this is the first one of these mini reviews you've seen, my goal is always to not spoil too much, but still talk about it, and to be under 5 minutes. And so far, so good. Thanks for checking out the video. What do you think? Agree? Disagree? Have you seen it? Not seen it? If you're interested in these videos, if there's something that you want me to try to review, throw it out. As long as I haven't seen it, I will. That's the only criteria. Horror, and I haven't seen it. I couldn't have seen it before. But that's it, folks. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.